a sad, sad day in Wisconsin because we had to winterize our rig.
It's supposed to get down in the 20s, I guess, maybe,
Yeah.
the next few days. So it's going to be a little chilly. So we already put the pink stuff in the lines in the motorhome so that they don't freeze up and break.
The pink stuff is the RV antifreeze.
Yep, RV antifreeze. Pink stuff.
Steve drained out all of our water lines and the water heater and ran the pink through the system so it fills the water pump and all the faucets.
And all the traps.
Pour a dollop down in all the traps in the toilet seal. And the one that sometimes people forget is if behind your toilet you have one of them little sprayer wands, kind of like a kitchen sprayer, you got to do that one too.
Yeah.
So he took care of that, and on the inside I took care of removing anything that could freeze, like all of the cleaning supplies, all of the food, so there's absolutely no food in there whatsoever, all the health and beauty supplies, anything else that possibly could freeze. Because in Wisconsin we get down sometimes 20, 30 below at night.
Yep.
So not only did we do ours, but our kids, if you see behind us here, they did their rig too. They park in our yard for the winter. Gives them a little bit more room in their driveway. So theirs is all done too. What's the next step here, Steve? What you got in your hand?
Well, we have tire covers to put on our motorhome and a cord with the two
Victor, well, here we go. Victor mouse repellents, Victor. They're electronic pest repellents. We hang them on both sides of an extension cord like this, and we hang it from underneath the rig on the drive shaft. And we do it, and so do our kids. These things work really well. They are electronic mouse repellents that emit sounds that drive the mice away before they even have a chance to get inside of your rig. You put these outside underneath. And you can literally see in the snow the little mouse footprints coming up to the rig, turning around and going the other direction.
And there's a purple light, so I guess that also does something with mice.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But we do write the date on it. If you can see here, we write the date because after about 4 to 5 years, they no longer work. So you date them so you know to replace them. We use them throughout our garage, our basement, our house, and we don't ever have a mouse problem. You know, there's a lot of people that tell you all these things about dryer sheets and cotton balls soaked in mint and Irish Spring soap. Those are all inside after the mice already get inside. These keep the mice from even getting in there. We don't want them in at all. And if you can tell here, back here, whoops, over my shoulder, let's see, back here, we live next to a great big old field full of mice back here and a forest back there full of mice. So this is really a good way to prevent mice getting inside of our rig.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to watch Stevie-O do this.
Climb underneath the motor.
Yeah.
So it might take some time.
Okay, here we go. And our kids already have one hanging underneath theirs that we put on. They're digging up their tire covers yet. They don't have them on here. They have to find them in the garage and bring them over. But Steve runs the cord around back here and into our garage, into a plug-in in the garage. And underneath theirs, they already have two suspended. And Steve is going to add onto that cord with the next extension cord here with the two that will hang underneath ours. Okay, he's going to crawl down and plug our cord into the kids' cord. I don't think we're going to be able to get enough light to film him underneath there, but there he is, under the rig. Here's the other end of the cord right here. That's what he's adding on. So it's an extension to the extension. But these don't draw a lot of power. So here we go. These run about anywhere from $6 to $10 each. It's the Victor brand. It's called PestChaser Mouse Repellent. And we do know that they really work well. We had them in the house after about 4 years. Suddenly, we had a mouse. And we found out that's because they stop operating. Now Steve is going to crawl under and hang it under ours.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go from the other side also.
Oh, okay, the high side?
Yeah.
Little easier. The campers are tilted here, and that's for a purpose. That is to help keep the water from pooling up on the roofs of our campers. By having a slight tilt. So when we put in this new layer of gravel to our parking pad, we made sure that it is slightly tilted this way. So, time to take care of the what a view. It certainly is a lot better than having your motorhome chewed up, because mice are known to chew the soy type oils that are used in the coating on wires. They will also chew right into PEX tubing, looking for moisture. We had that happen long before we ever started using these Victor mouse repellents. We had them mice in our coachman, and they chewed through the PEX tubing on the walls and in the walls. And when we were on a trip, middle of the way to Florida in the middle of winter, we dewinterized, added water. Suddenly had water all over the floor of the motorhome. It's because the mice had crawled up inside the wall, chewed through the gray PEX tubing, and made a hole. So as soon as we pressured up with fresh water, it was spraying all over inside the wall. We literally had to tear apart the wall to get up in there to remove the old PEX tubing and run new PEX tubing while we're on the road in a parking lot at a Home Depot. And we were able to fix it. After that, we learned about using these little Victor PestSonic repellents. And I'll put a link here to the ones we buy on Amazon. You can get them most anywhere. There are other brands out there. There's other types. We just found these work, and we've been using them since, 2006 at least, because it happened previous to that in our coachman. We've used them all those years in our Safari and now in our View. And our kids believe us because they use them too.
Okay, as you can see, that is the I got it hanging off the drive shaft going north and south on the motorhome so that the little buggers can hear it very well. That's it.
It's important to know that these PestChaser ultrasonic repellers, they give a sound, a repeating sound of, I think, 9 different patterns. And the reason why they do that, it keeps changing, is so the mice don't get used to one sound and become complacent. So it keeps changing the sound. And it's important wherever you put them that you don't set anything in front of them. Like if you put them in a basement or in a garage, you do not stack anything in front of it. The sounds need to echo outwards into the room. And they do not bother pets. So what you doing there, Stevie-O?
Now we have some covers we bought. They're just a tad small, but we bought them for a different reason.
We bought them because I wanted the bungee cords off of them. I needed the stretch cord for my quilting machine straps. So we bought a new set of tire covers. Our other ones were pretty rough. And I stole the cords. But we can use other bungee cords for these once he gets them in place. He can just use a regular bungee cord with 2 hooks. But the exact ones that come with it are the type of cord I exactly needed for on my quilting machine, and the company wanted like $60 or $70 for those type of cords. So I got them off the tire covers. But these hold pretty good even without using the cords.
Yeah, they're pretty snug.
Yeah. They're not quite the right size for our tires. I think we got them at a rummage sale or something, wasn't it?
20 bucks for them or something.
I don't know, something like that. But it was because I wanted the cords. But it helps to keep the UV rays from the sun off the tires. You know, because it is sitting here now for a couple months. And then if we decide to take off this winter, it's pretty easy to pull all this out. So, can you believe it? It's only 3:30 in the afternoon, and it's pretty dark and damp and dismal looking out here. I think the camera makes it a little lighter than what it really is, but it's a damp, dreary day, and we're going to get down into the low 20s. So it was good to get everything winterized.
There.
Good job, Steve. Taking
thanks.
care of the view.
Thank you.
So here's our kids' Forester by Forest River. They love going on journeys. They have 3 kids and 2 dogs. And our oldest son, he has a camper with his kids and their dog. And our youngest daughter, they camp in a tent and they join us wherever we kind of end up. So here's our backyard. It's pretty gray and dismal and dark and pretty damp feeling today. They said maybe even some snow this weekend. We will see. But in the meantime, we'll go back inside, start the fire in the fireplace, and curl up to a nice beef stew. I made a roast beef yesterday, and we made the leftovers into stew. And these are the cords from the tire covers that I now have mounted on my quilting machine. They run up here through some little eye bolts, and they have clips attached to the end that we've attached, and they're used to hold tension down on the quilts from the sides as I work on them with this big quilting machine. So that's what happened to the bungee cords off the tire covers. There's 2 on each side now on my machine. I absconded with them. Our video wouldn't be complete unless we had a little part of Nick in it. So here's something new that we did. We got a 100-foot long hunk of yellow rope with a clip on each side. And we're going to do something fun with this little guy. And we're going to let him run out 100 feet to do some fetch. Okay, the other end of the rope is securely attached around me. Silly little Nick can never be trusted off leash. He was a runaway when we got him and an escape artist. He thinks he can fly. If he sees a bird somewhere, even way off in the distance, he tries to launch his little body in the air, and he thinks he can fly. So he gets 100 feet of freedom, and we have the security of knowing he's not going to launch himself up in the air after a bird.
Ready? Go.
Nick, come. Good boy. Look at, are you good, Pop? Yeah, you want me to throw that ball again? Okay, here we go. He likes your throwing better. He only came to me out of love. By the way, it's 32 degrees out here, cold and windy.